Whoa! That's sounding really loud, actually. That is obnoxiously loud. Hold on a second. Don't know why I'm futzing with that. I have an actual slider. There's a fan in the background. Optimizing. This will get cut out of the YouTube VOD. That water tastes suspiciously like alcohol. But that's enough of my business. We're here to play Okage. I should mute that so I don't get absurd feedback. And an infinite loop coming back through me. The Shadow King. Well, actually, it's been one day. I was spending better part of an hour and a half grinding up for lots of sweet, sweet money to abuse a glitch later in this game. Gained a few levels, lost a few friends. You know how it is. In the grind. I need my phone actually by me because my better half, who occasionally stumbles in from work into these videos, I believe is going grocery shopping later today, and I need to know when I have to run out and help with bags. Because I'm a good fiancé. So with that in mind, the splash screen will return probably in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours when I get a text asking for help. Because, you know, as wonderful and as amazing as she is, she's only got 2 arms and they can't carry the 12 bag. There was nothing surprising about that attack. No, sir. I saw that attack coming a mile away. Unfortunately, the enemies are incredibly surprising. These guys, yeah, what are they again? The Cool Head Snowmen. Yeah, they're on the list for, worst goddamn enemy in the game, in terms of design and just pure horror. And I mean, really, somebody looked at that and said, sure, put that in a teen-rated game. No problems here. Everything about that suggests it's horrifying and should be avoided at all costs. It's, like, got stockings for hands. I'm pretty sure those are socks that it's wearing on its arms. And, like, those are feet where its hand should be. And really, the fact that that's the part I'm focusing on first. Oh, great, they can cast Deep Sleep. Should tell you something about them. That's not to say the complete lack of a lower body, and the heads that are already soullessly gazing into my already deeply disturbed mind, combined with the really noticeably sharp razor teeth that just when they pick their heads up, because obviously they're not attached, the teeth just go on for miles. These things are truly awful. And you just find them in the world. They exist. That is, like, just something people have to deal with in everyday life. This isn't a boss that's, you know, in charge of everything, like any other sane game would have it be. These, you walk outside and these three just hanging around out there, refusing to die no matter how many times I hit them, with my teen idol and my swordswoman. And my shadow demon. Ah, that one died. Okay. But anyway, how's life going over there, everyone? Happy Thanksgiving, happy Cyber Monday, happy Black Friday, whatever it was. Happy whatever it is if you're watching this on YouTube. Probably the VOD will be up later tonight. I may have to leave in order for that to work, and YouTube's editing, really. I mean, I could download it and edit it and then chuck it up online. Those guys dropped 3,000 and I should have been farming them. They're piss easy. Compared to those urns, they only dropped like 2,700. Suppose I'll head to the reason I was grinding up money is because I want the Omni Booster, which is generally regarded as the best item in the game, which is nice. And I'm going to try and item dupe that at the request of one Invader Weasel. Tasty, tasty water that tastes suspiciously like alcohol. That's me. That would be you, Invader Weasel. I ground up enough money. I actually went to 130 because I'm pretty sure I forgot to pick up the Black Cat Jewel from them, and I'm pretty sure I can just finagle that off of them for like 10k. Couldn't remember the exact price, but I went a little overboard on the grindy just to be a little bit safe. That said, welcome to the chat and stream, Invader Weasel. It's weird. Over here on, like, the Twitch stream, and this might be because I'm colorblind, I'm getting, like, orange vibes from your name font. And over here, in my direct feed, which is, like, nearly synced up, actually. That's only a 1-2 second delay. Your name's more of a pastel green. I suppose I'm curious which one it actually is. It's done that for a few people, but I've never actually bothered to ask. Just now occurring to me, it's like, I wonder what is... I imagine... Hold on, I can test this. I can post a message. No, it's the same for me. I've got sort of my darker orange over here and darker orange on my other monitor. Didn't I tell you people to escape? Ah, I'm having them wait, damn it. If I had $1 for every time that happened, I'd have like $2 by now. Spend that money on a chocolate bar, and then I'd be happier. So I truly have no idea what color you are supposed to be, Invader Weasel, whether it be the proper stream or the immediate feedback I have here on my 2-monitor setup. Is my name color on the stream chat is different than what appears on screen? Yeah, the feedback displays it as it is, like I'm describing on the feedback, versus what it actually shows me. Blue, green on the blue in the stream chat, green on the screen. If you say so, you're more of a brownish orange for me, not blue at all. But again, I'm colorblind, so what do I know? Yes. Well, I mean, of all the problems for me to fix and to get better at in streaming, making sure people's colors are correct in the chat is pretty low on the list, no offense to you and yours. But I've only just acquired splash screen technology to throw up when I'm waiting to go live and not actually around, so now I could, you know, if I need to use the bathroom, just throw that screen up, take a quick, 5-minute break, and then come back. I joke it is actually water, it's just I frequently use that mug for alcohol, and I did a piss-poor job washing it out, so it's some pretty pungent water, as it were. Given everything that will get you banned on YouTube and demonetized and whatnot these days, I figure I should clarify I'm not actually drinking live on stream. That might be a thing, I don't know, I don't really care either. I'm, just gonna... I can't imagine that's a thing, just people having drinks on stream. And if it is, I'm in trouble because I plan on drinking during the Catherine stream. Sort of the whole gist of it being takes place in a bar. Yes, I will donate even more. Here's a cool 10K. Thank you very much for the Black Cat Jewel. I was super pissed when I found out you get the same gift, whichever one you pick. I thought if you picked the higher one, you got the better stuff faster, or you just got better stuff in general. Very annoyed when it was the same damn gift. Like, who would give these guys 500,000, really? Anyway, here's your 100K. Thanks very much. Yeah, I bet. Could have used this on, some Triest merchandise, or, possibly the K of Clubs over in Rashalo, but no, just for you. Here I am donating it. Research is nearing completion. High volume production soon. That is all you can give. Anyway, I should take a look at this here Omni Booster. And there it is. The ultimate item produced after extensive research. It boosts my attack, defense, luck, and agility by 5. My question is, does it boost the evasion as well? Because I will be equipping this to either Rosalind or Linda here in a second in order to dupe it after the events of Chapter 5. But I was just wondering if it also boosted the dodging thing like the first star badge does. Might as well give it to Rosalind, since the hand knit cap boosts everything by 1 and this boosts everything by 5. And for you, you can have the hand knit cap, why not? Not quite as good agility, but, better defense and luck is always nice. Yes, it does. Ah, damn, Skippy, that's a fantastic item. Plus 5 to all, including evasion and magic evasion. Yeah, no, we are absolutely duping that. And I believe the method is have it on Rosalind. Have it on someone other than Ari. Enter the events of Chapter 6 here, or Chapter... No, this is still Chapter 5. Enter the events of Chapter 5. During that period of time, equip it to Ari, and then when the party is back together, just never unequip it from whoever had it originally. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is the item duplication method. I don't know why I went here. There's a diary in the drill sewers. Who am I compatible with anyway? Got it. Yep, that's what I thought. One person, yeah, who let me find out about that. I'm curious. I think it's Rosalind at this point. I've given a few answers that favor Stan, but I don't... Yeah, it's still Rosalind. That said, the fan-made Okage wiki, which is very much improved since the last time I looked at it, it's got nearly 60 pages now. Last time I was over there, it barely had like 17. I imagine I could contribute, but part of me just does not have the time, and like I'm always a little scared. I'll write something, they'll be like, can you verify that? And I'm like, I don't know. That and a lot of what I like about this game is theories and speculation, which I don't really think have a place on the wiki. The pages I've seen, they're usually fairly accurate. I don't feel the need to correct them or anything. It's just I don't know what I would add. Deja, yuck, I'm back here again. The pathetic Evil King journey all started when I recognized Stan in here. Sort of. And it's close enough, I suppose. Yes, a twist of fate. Do you believe it is possible to quantify fate? I've often wondered. I have visited some strange places, but Madril's underground has a particular ambiance that I do not like very much. This is it, here. This is where the Sewer Evil King was. Look at that, slave! Very obviously in front of us. Is something there, Servant Ari? Over there. It seems you can go further. Oh, that's true. Why didn't we notice that when we were here before? It was sealed off. It seems odd that we overlooked it, or did it open up later? It did just now open up. The party members I'm not using, they walk off into the distance. Fun fact about this area, well, I meant to hit the diary. If you... That's a lot of rats. Come back here at any point after the Sewer Evil King fight. You can fight the ghosts like this, whatever level you're at, and you'll probably die, depending on where you are in the game. However, there is a slim chance that after the Chairman Evil King, that you can come down here and get really lucky. You can rocket up in the levels really quick, and it's super useful against Bull, because this is a really good grindy spot before you actually are supposed to come here. You can just stumble in whenever you feel like it. Robbing rat. Oh, good. That's exactly what I like to see. Ice these suckers, Rosalind. That being said, you're also likely going to die if you ordain it worthy to come here. Rosalind, you have to be attacking that rat as well. Rosalind, please, just hit the last rat. And I always hate when they decide they're going to attack the same enemy. And then the enemy dies, and I have to wait another little bit before they're like, ooh, I should probably hit another enemy. That said, it got the job done. Purging stones, and not a lot of money. Thanks, rats. Alright. Into the sewers we go. This is probably the more interesting. Or... Gating has been lowered. Or grading has been lowered. Well, I'll be. This is probably, of all the dungeons, the one that I probably like the mechanics of the most. With the needing to move the tiles around and going to get the gears in order to do such a thing. This is actually, like, really clever, I think, as far as dungeons go. Oh, which one is it for? It's left or right? I can't remember. think... Let me try the right first. Yep, it's easy as that. Okay. This is also, as much as I like this gimmick, let's be fair, this is a really shit, like, just fucking walk over it, dude. Come on. If Epros would hear, he'd be laughing at you, because that guy already flies, and you're just embarrassing everyone right now. My pick for the worst dungeon. Really? Navigating through it and find the urns is way harder than it is in any other dungeon. More so than Deep Grave Pit, huh? Which is my personal pick for the one that I always get lost in. And you're gonna really say this is worse than... not Deep Grave Pit. Escapeless Abyss is definitely the one I always get lost in. Deep Grave Pit just goes on for so long, though, dude. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is by any means a cakewalk, but it's better than Deep Grave Pit. That's just so damn repetitive. Grow old in that damn dungeon. I had to name YouTube videos for that fucking dungeon. You know how difficult that was? Coming up with like 8 different unique names to say, hey, we're in the same fucking dungeon still doing the same damn thing we were doing last time. It's not fun. And then I missed the seaweed. I more or less found a pattern for navigating the escapeless abyss and Deep Grave Pit. I still get lost in this dungeon even after 16 years playing the game. That is fair. Snatch 100. You son of a... Well, I mean... That's annoying. I guess. And I'm not saying I'm not going to get lost in this dungeon. I was already lost right there looking for another... little magic circle to pop. I love when it does that. It's like got me in the background and it's like, oh, something open somewhere. But I mean, at least this dungeon, I always find it's... The ghosts are a bit obnoxious on the narrow walkways, I'll give you that. But, you know, the Deep Grave Pit is just... It's a slog. It's too much. Credit to the World Library. I do get lost all the time in the World Library, but that's the only one that doesn't follow the urn system, so I kind of have to give it up for that one. That, and I shamelessly, fully admit to using a map on that particular dungeon. A map I wish I could find the original owner for, or the original creator, so I could credit them for it. But it's a very useful map. It tells you exactly where to go. Deep Grave Pit is just really long, it's otherwise pretty straightforward. It's straightforward and all, sure. But I'm saying the length is the real killer there. I only got 300 for those urns, are you serious? I was getting 27 for the fucking ones in Linda's dungeon. Linda pays her minions way better. Well, I mean, there's no boss in this dungeon, so... I suppose she would pay her minions way better. I also was grinding, well, I mean, that doesn't speak for them not having any health. It's just... I mean, I'm a higher level, so they go down easier. So, yeah, that's alright, fair enough. But, yeah, no accounting for, the complete... Those urns are the same one from the Escapeless Abyss. Oh, are they? Huh. Yeah, they go down glass jaw, and they don't drop anything either. You'd think Chairman would pay his guy. If all the evil kings, you'd think Chairman would be the one paying his employees a reasonable amount. But no, they'd go down. They've only got 400 bucks on them. Skull Bottle. Oh, that's right, isn't it? All the different, areas of this dungeon have different urns as well, don't they? Like the ones on the other side. There's the crocodiles. Oof. They're not great. And fast bats. Oh, fast bat. Not fast bat. Rather not. just not worth my time. That is it for the... You can't see that. That is it for the water. Never mind that some spilled on me. You didn't see that. Which, I mean, more or less means it didn't happen. Although, by that logic, me grinding up for 100 big ones there probably also didn't happen, so... I guess that means I just am that good. As I run into a ghost. God damn, I really gotta learn. Tone down the bragging, man. The game is not having it. Is that more... That's waving seaweed. It's not the leering one. That said, I still don't feel like fighting 7 people, so... Toodle pip. I guess I also have a soft spot for this dungeon, because what's after it is, a big old break from the traditional gameplay. It's something different that's going on. It's something unique. And narrative-wise, it's, I think, one of the best parts in the entire game. Gameplay-wise, people have raged against it for years on the FAQs I've looked at. They often call it the most tedious and worst part of the game. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Yeah, it is a bit tedious. I fully grant you that, but yeah, no, I think narrative-wise, it more than makes up for it. It's one of the best parts of the game from a story perspective. That shouldn't mean it gets a free pass if the gameplay is not good, but I think calling it the worst part of the game is needlessly harsh, is what I'm saying. And I say all the FAQs I've read. I haven't looked at a online walkthrough for this game since about 2007, so pretty much the ones before that one talked about as the worst part of the game. 2007, is that right? When did I make those damn maps? That'd probably be the last time. No? Yeah, honestly, probably about 2007. And with that, we're done with that floor. And see, there were only 4 urns there, so you had some maze, but it's over quick. Each little bit, 'cause now I'm already a third done with this dungeon. I've got the silver gear. I don't know. I'm not trying to convince you one way or the other. I guess I'm just explaining more my perspective versus yours. We're not going to convince each other. Shouldn't bother trying. Not what I'm trying. But it's my stream, so, I mean, if you want to stream the game and talk about how this is the worst dungeon in your opinion, I'll sit in the chat quietly and be like, well, I disagree. I promise you that, good sir. But until then, this is where the chips are. That's an expression. I've heard it said before. You all know it's true. And the silver gear has been installed. That, I think I need to move this one, certainly. Nope, that was good the way it was. That's my bad. Linda, Rosalind, you guys are going for a ride at some point there. Methinks. We need to learn how to stream and record video games. I have tons of ideas for Okage-related stuff. Why did I just do that? Yeah, I've wanted to do for a while, my top 10 favorite moments in Okage. I've got them all listed out. There would be obviously some pretty heavy spoilers there, but that's my main idea. I've also, if there were demand for it, I'd get back to it. Part of it's my own fault. Oh, hey, I freed them from their prison. Part of it's I never went around publishing them, but I did write a few character analysis essays on the main party members here, explaining their tropes and their roles and what they add to the story. I started with easiest and went to hardest, so I started with Bull, because as much as I love the guy, he's, you know, not exactly adding a whole lot to the depth and weight of the game. He's just big fun dude who's here to punch stuff. That said, there's obviously more to talk about than that. Wouldn't be much of a character analysis if it wasn't, if that was all there was to say about him. But, yeah, I wrote a few of those. I think I got as far as Linda. I won't say what's in between that. But, I lost interest because that's my problem. I start ideas and I never finish them. I wanted to publish them, but in the back of my brain I was like, no one's gonna read these. No one cares! And then every time I do Okage videos, they're like the most popular thing on my channel. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure my initial playthrough back in 2014 is like the most watched Okage playthrough on YouTube. If not, it's really high up there, and it is, in my opinion, probably the most complete version of the game put to playthrough. I know there was one other one that finished the game before I streamed it that was at least a little bit popular. There were some that had started, but none of them had really done a full playthrough. But the one who had actually played it, I can't remember the guy's name, but he didn't have any love for the game. So he was finishing it more out of obligation than anything else, which I've done, don't get me wrong. But for a beloved gem like this, that's just not how you want to play the game. You want somebody who appreciates the game. Like me, damn it. That said, another reason I stopped with the analysis essays was, whole getting a job, moving to my own place type situation, so I may pick those back up, start publishing them on, God, where would I even publish those? My Patreon, maybe. Yeah, that's a solid idea. It's like a Patreon reward thing. It's like, here's access to some essays I've been writing, because, fuck it, I have an English degree from a university, I might as well put that thing to use. Do some critical analysis of the characters and stories of this game. The characters being, obviously, the party members and the final boss. And Marlene, she's not a party member, per se, but she is, a party member. Those being all the main characters. Yeah, I might play around with that idea. See how people like it. It's my Patreon. If you're on there already, you're probably a fan of my work, so... Yeah, nice little bonus thing, just for patrons. That'll, it's more than just early access to videos, which is all they're really getting now, that and video game requests, which is why I'm playing Catherine next time I'm streaming, when I'm done with this. Nothing wrong with Catherine, I quite like the game. Haven't played it since it originally came out, and I'm playing the full body edition, but, it's just not what I would have picked. But enough about Catherine. That's another video. But yeah, out of curiosity, what, I did do a loot box, like merch thing with all my Okage stuff. What would you do? Invader Weasel, give us a, if you don't want to say exactly what you would do, give us like a ballpark hint of what you would make an Okage video about. An Okage-themed video. Related stuff, as you put it. I'm genuinely curious. If I could, I would also magically revive the radio play someone was doing for this game. And in addition to reviving it, cast myself somewhere in it, because god damn it, I love the sound of my own voice and I love this game. Combining those two would be just pure greatness, as far as I'm concerned. And they might have updated that again. It's been, a while, probably about a half a year, maybe a year since I checked. I'm terrible with keeping track of time. And just earlier today, I was thinking back, I'm like, God, how long ago was that thing? And then I realized it must have been a year ago. Back, maybe January at this point. So, 11 months. Just really no excuse for me being like, wow, there's a lot of stuff based on findings from Japanese Strategy Guide. That would be super interesting, actually. Since I've always kind of wondered that would be incredibly relevant to people like me who want to know more but cannot read Japanese. And someone mentioned, it might have been, it was Glitter, Glitter was telling me that in Google Translate now they have tech where I can draw the characters, and it will try and interpret from my chicken scratch what it is I'm trying to say for the Japanese language. And honestly, I might try that for some of it, because there's just a lot in that strategy guide I want to know what they are saying. Specifically, again, referencing the bits where... Oh, one of these. The bits where the characters are talking and given their... Also, let's break down the ins and outs of the gameplay of this game. I mean, obviously I'd watch it because, you know, it's Okage stuff. The weight system is very good in this game, and the conversation method and the compatibility is really nice. Other than that, you might have to go into more detail. Maybe the video would explain, but I've got to say, you know, gameplay-wise, this is fairly, you know, cut and dry by the numbers RPG stuff there, man. Again, the weight system is a brilliant thing that adds a lot to it. Say whatever comes to mind, necessary for world conquest. I believe strike quickly. Yeah, be sloppy. Invoke dark power. How are you gonna finish? And say hello. And do your chores. Obliterate all. Strike quickly, invoke dark power, and obliterate all. Ah, yes, you've inspired my conquest to new heights, boy. Let me thrash these ghouls. Yes, please. Preemptive strike would be nice. Oh, there's 7 of them. You better wipe out a few of them, otherwise I'm just getting out of dodge here. Raging devil. Well, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I'll take that last guy down, no problem, Stan. Bravo. Thanks very much. The help's appreciated. He must have just missed that guy. Otherwise, everyone would have gone down like a ponce. Yeah, the ins and outs of the gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay... When I recommend this game, it's the story and characters that immediately leap to mind. They are so lovable, and I love them so much. The gameplay is not what I would recommend to somebody. I would explain the gameplay is very... And especially with the urns, it's a bit tedious at times, even. But, no, you love the game, and the gameplay is just sort of something that goes along with it. Has always been my attitude. But hey, maybe your video would do wonders in educating me otherwise. Also translate, I recommend using Google Translate app. It can scan text. Oh, is that so? I may do that. How reliable is it, though? I mean, you would know, having, I guess, looked at the strategy guide and therefore, like, worked with it. How good is it? Like, percentage-wise, how, like, is it 80% accurate? Is it 90? Is it 60? What are we talking here? My experience is usually it'll get you in the ballpark, and with, you know, a fairly easy, educated guess, you can find the original meaning, which, yeah, fair enough. I've done that before. I don't know if you have this or not. I may have something you don't, actually. Ooh. I kind of want to get it now. Because, like, the Japanese strategy guide's great and all, don't get me wrong. But there's suddenly something I thought of that I have been able to throw into a translator, and I was more or less able to figure out what it said. That it's pretty rare in terms of Okage, so I'm not sure if you would even have that. Do you have any of the official figurines there, Invader Weasel? I'm not trying to brag or flex or anything, I'm just curious. Pretty reliable. Sometimes we'll get a character wrong enough to manually fix it, but it's mostly good. 80-90%. Oh, alright. I will definitely check that out then. But yeah, do you have any of the figurines there, Weasel? I'm wanting to get the figurines forever, but I have no luck in finding sellers online. I know, right? They are few and far between. I've gotten lucky with a few eBay spots, but, I mean, overall, they are, like, diamonds in the rough if you can find them. That said, hold on a second. I know I'm not doing the splash screen I bragged so much about. In this weirdly chosen Xbox One box, I've marked Okage, because that's what it was in when I moved. There's some sweet loot hanging around in there. And specifically, the stuff I'm referring to, this must be thrilling on YouTube to watch. But, hey, you know, what are you here for if not Okage? And I promise you, God, this duct tape. Duct tape might not have been the smartest move on my part here. Promise you, it is Okage themed. I put my maps in here? I'm a nerd. The maps. The famous hand-drawn maps. Yep. There they are. Bull and Marlene. Bull and Linda. In box as well. And on the back, you'll see, it's not character. Well, it's not the drawn characters. They're written out characters. I have no idea what they would be called in proper there, but yeah, no, it is definitely the prized jewel of my collection of Okage stuff. It is so nice. I love it so much. That said, I also have, not in box, these two adorable little chums. Yay! Look at them. But yeah, that is my. Those are definitely my wonderful little gems in my Okage stash. I'm so jealous. I know, right? The super annoying part is, if you know about those figures, Marlene is supposed to come with Arya and James is supposed to come with Rosalind, but the seller on eBay was only selling Marlene and James, so even though they should have had Arya and Rosalind, they weren't selling them for whatever. They either didn't want to sell them, they just didn't have them, they only had those two. I don't know what it was, but no, I got those two. The Bull and the Linda, who are still in box, I had to buy that from Amazon UK and have one of my UK friends actually ship that to me. I have to imagine that everyone that currently owns the figurines intends to keep them forever. Yeah, I got these a few years ago. Like I said, some lucky eBay finds, and like I said, Amazon.co.uk was selling the Bull and Linda one, but it wouldn't sell it to outside the UK. So I happen to have friends. That's how I was able to manage that particular grab. That said, I would absolutely pay top dollar for Arya and Rosalind. That they are, like, if there's one thing that is like I would have a bounty for in my YouTube channel, it would be those two. And frankly, if I got my hands on them, I'd be more than willing to, like, I don't need duplicate figurines. I'd be more than willing to provide those to fans in, like, a raffle system or, like, a whoever, you know, wants them the most type of thing. I'm decided somehow, but that's like a fantasy. That's... I play around. I like imagining that. I'm fully aware that's never going to happen. I'm not popular enough for that sort of crap. I also know there is a, there was that bottle opener, that, I think it was part of a contest? It was an officially licensed, like, Okage bottle opener that, like, features Stan. There's, like, one legitimate picture of it online, and it's just otherwise untraceable. No one knows what happened to it. So, obviously, I'm never going to get that, but, you know, if I ever find a guy who will do custom bottle openers for me, I would love to get one that looks like Evil King Stan. Wouldn't be legit, obviously, but, you know, it'd be a nice, Oh, I had someone... Wait, what? Is everyone just attacking? Oh, I put them on defense. I'm an idiot. That's what I get for running my mouth off and imagining lovely, nice things. Do I have the soundtrack in this box, or is that out in my car? Because I also have the soundtrack for this game, the official one, which cost me a pretty fucking penny, let me tell you. Yep, there's the soundtrack. There is that bad boy, which is actually, like, the spine for it to open up is that way, but for whatever reason they put the artwork that way. With the list of songs on the back. It's 2 CDs. Ooh, look! A little notebook with pages and whatnot. I can't read the pages for shit, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea what that says. That might be one... If you do end up doing videos, let me know, Invader Weasel. I'd be more than happy to collaborate with you. It says... Fucking... Look at that. It says... Staff comment. Alright? If you do collaborative videos, I would be more than happy to provide you with pictures so that you can translate those. Not saying I won't do it myself on the Translate app, but yeah, no, your idea to translate, I'd be more than willing to provide you with pictures for you to go nuts with. It's so good. And the artwork on the CDs is brilliant too. It's Stan's face. The other one is the bottle, but that is that's out in my car, so I can't show you that one. But I do love the little, like, picture of them all hanging out in the circle there. They gave, like, for whatever reason, they gave Epros. It's either worn out or he's got, like, lens flare on him. I don't know. But, God, it's so nice. I love it. That cost me, like, I won't say how much it cost me because, frankly, I'd probably get in trouble with certain people who live with me if I told you how much I spent on that, but, let's say it was about $50 more than I wanted to spend on that. That'll give you a good ballpark estimate. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't regret it. But, you know, $50 cheaper would have been really nice. I would have, you know, wouldn't have stung quite so much in the initial purchase. But yeah, translating the guides is a great idea. That's good on you, buddy. I would watch the hell out of those. I keep seeing a flash on my desk, and I'm thinking my phone's going off. It's my lamp reflecting off of my TV remote and just catching my eye at the wrong angle. Which, fuck off, remote. What are you doing? Distracting me. You see what you did, remote? God damn, now there's the loser crocodiles have shown up, Mr. Remote. I hope you're happy. They're here now. Just, they're gonna ask where all the girls are at, but of course, you know, that's like, the reason girls don't show up is because guys like you keep showing up to the party. It's just... to ballpark that. They're gonna drive everyone away by talking about stupid things. Like which JoJo stan is better. It's like, God, no one cares, guys, you know? Here to have fun. Why's it gotta be which one's better? Why can't it just be they're all fun? This grading has been lowered. That's great. I really want to beat this seaweed, because it's just one and it keeps robbing me. So it's like, Ari actually hit the dang seaweed. Or Linda. Linda hit the dang seaweed. Dang it, Linda. Ari, come on. You're the champ here. Get that seaweed. 1. Alright, that was not great. Rosalind, come on. Follow through. And then it robbed me. No, it's... Alright, fair enough. Done 3 damage to it. I think it has 5 damage, I think. If you're anything... 4. I guess it is 4 health. If you're anything like me, Invader Weasel, you're now 4. Yep, there you go. You're, at a certain point there, once I was showing off and thinking about him again, you probably... Damn, 999. Nice. I accept that. That's a solid bounty for those guys. If you're anything like me, you probably went and checked real quick on like Amazon and eBay and other sites to see if anyone had posted them up for sale. It's like, oh, I hope I can get them. It's like, nah. I check every so often. But, nope. Well, I think my luck's run out on getting those. I got real lucky, yeah, same. I got real lucky with the ones I have, to be perfectly honest. I also spent money on, it's in there, I don't feel like digging it out. It was an ad in a comic book where, the guy's got his hands, like, making a monster face, and it's making Stan on the wall. And it's like a 3-page ad for Okage Shadow King, and it's just that, and it's got, you know, some stills, some lovely stills from the game. It's like, what would you do if your shadow came to life and started giving you orders? And it's a nice ad. I didn't spend that much money on getting it. It's just something I wanted. But yeah, you know, it's just a nice little piece in my collection. Bunch of fan stuff in there too. I've got like custom buttons, I've got the fanzine, I've got some artworks that have been commissioned, both by me and by people who really needed like a quick birthday gift for me, and they're like, oh, what is he like? Yeah, Okage, I'll just commission some artwork for him. That'll be nice. And it is, I appreciate it. Some lovely stuff by Tuesday Cat in there. And button mashing. Rest in peace, button mashing. You guys made some wonderful Okage buttons, and some great Dragon Age Inquisition buttons that I gave as a gift one year. You're on Etsy, and you just couldn't last. That's the other thing. I check Etsy constantly to see if they've updated with, like, a new Okage thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, Etsy's full of fan things. They're obviously gonna... Nope. Button mashing had Okage-themed buttons for a while, and that was it. That is literally the only thing I've ever seen on Etsy in regard to Okage. And it's just... It breaks the heart, because people love this game, but... not creative people, unfortunately. You know, not to say the people that do fan arts and the fanzine aren't creative or anything. They're very creative, obviously. They're very talented and lovely. I meant, like, the Etsy. There's no plushes I can get from Etsy for this game, which of course I would buy. There's no... like, knit caps with, you know, Stan's eyes and ears on it. You know, that would be a super popular thing, I think. At least among the community. There's no one's making their own, like, fan models and figurines of Okage characters. It's a market that you can tap into. If there's any Etsy people out there watching. I don't get a lot of views during the stream, but the YouTube VODs actually get some alright views. So if you're out there, Etsy people on YouTube, and you're looking for a hot new product, this game, by all means, I'd buy it. I'd support it. I would turn this webcam on and show off the cool merch. And of course, Maren Legros, she... that one is, where is that one's gotta be, in my bag over there. Because, it was at work, but, oh, the water's still running. It was at work, but, when I changed jobs, I had to move it down from, my cubicle. She made me, free of charge, just because I kept talking about what a great, artist and supporter of my content she was. Which... I'm not saying she will make you something free of charge. Don't come at me with that and be like, oh, but you made a free thing for him. She's a friend. We kind of had an understanding going on there. She made me a very lovely stencil piece. As well as showed off like a sketch for an Okage tarot card set, which, gosh, now that I remember it, I need to get back in touch with her about that. This is what the dungeons do to, like, I can't really talk about the dungeons. There's not much going on in the dungeons, so I just talk about whatever the hell I feel like. And in this week's special, whatever the hell I feel like happens to be Okage merchandise. Which I'm hoping is entertaining at the very least. I'm also short, like, one last urn. I just know it. And I can't figure out how to freaking get to it. It doesn't help that I don't know which one it is. Maren Legaros, also known as Angel Remorse, who, yeah, she is regularly in the Patreon credits on all my videos. And like I said, she did a very nice sketch for me, imagining Block, I think, as one of the... I think it was the Fool? Was it the Fool? No, it was the Magician. I want to say he was the Magician tarot card that she imagined him as, which, I mean, let's be fair. The Magician is Epros, but, you know, I'm not the artist here. That said, I am going to be looking for a new job in January, because they're not, frankly, paying me enough for what I'm worth at my current job, but I want to burn my vacation days, because I'm a scumbag. So, yeah, when, if and when I get a new job and start having an income that actually reflects the fact that I have a top secret government clearance, I will, be more than happy to actually commission a set of tarot cards from Miss Remorse, and I will very much appreciate the fine work that she puts into it and creates as a result. That is a live on-stream promise I make. Once I am making more money, I will absolutely commission a set of tarot cards. Show them off online. There is merch and love for this game. You just need to know where to look. I happen to know, of all things, first of all, my birthday's in a week, which is, that will make sense in a second here. There was one year on December 9th, I think it was 2015, 2016, there was a live performance of Okage music being played somewhere in Japan. I've seen the poster, like, billboard for it on Tumblr. I couldn't read most of it, but I could read Okage live and December 9th, which, boy howdy, the fact that it was on my birthday was really special to me. I obviously didn't go and see it because it's in Japan, and I found out about it like a week after my birthday. But, you know, the fact that it existed and happened on my birthday was just the coolest coincidence, as far as I'm concerned. That was a special time when I found that out. I was like, oh, it's Christmas early, except it's my birthday as well. Anyway, we're nearly done with this dungeon, and by nearly done, I mean we are done with this dungeon, so I can finally stop shooting my mouth off about my own personal love and possessions for this game, because no one cares but me. It's a dead end here. Is this the meeting place for fake evil kings? There's a magical square, but the rest is nothing extraordinary. This magic square might hold a great secret. It seems to be a familiar pattern. Suddenly, I don't expect too much. Let me see. Stan, I thought you were the evil king. And you don't even know the types of magic squares? Shame on you. Don't you know about this, you paper hero? The magic square was originally for minor evil beings and humans to support their inadequate power. When it comes to beings powerful and evil like me, I can generate great power without a magic square. You know, you should just stop, because I'm starting to feel embarrassed for you. I never got that line because, I mean, that's actually a legitimately good reason for him to not know about these. You fake evil being. What? Who is a fake evil being? How dare you calling me a fake evil king is the ultimate mega offense. Ooh, that sounds like a good thing. I can call you it again and again, you fake evil being, fake evil being. Ugh, unforgivable. I thought I'd cause you to suffer in terror if you saw my real form, but I can't stand it anymore. You'll pay for this right now. Make me if you can. Why don't you call your weird butler? Oh, James, please protect me. Ah! You, Ari, why are you not stopping them? I agree. Do something quickly before they start with liar, liar, pants on fire arguments. How come? It's totally fun. Excuse me, a moment, please. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. Whatever. Did you find something out? Well, there was an inscription in our language on the edges of the magic square. When we accept the contents with pure and unrebellious mind, this magic square will, quote, reinforce the attribute of the one who steps on it. Reinforce the attributes, which means Well, according to me, who possesses a linguistic sense as precious as true love and really good lasagna, it translates to... It makes the butt-kicking powers of the dude who stands on it even more crankin'. I'd forgotten that was the translation. That's amazing. I want that on a shirt. My butt-kicking powers are even more crankin'. I think. Like, it amps you up. This is where the evil kings come. This is how they become stronger? Does this create a great evil king? What an evil device. I am the great evil king, Minnie. Anyway, it is something, isn't it? It means when I step on it, my evilness and power is reinforced, and my great power will become even greater. Of course, I would have the honor of the strongest, so that I don't need to get strength through such a thing. I have the honor of being the strong. Okay. But it would be small-minded to ignore an opportunity that was placed right in front of me, saying, Your Highness, evil king, please use this. Ha! I can use this magic square. Mwahaha. Oh, really? How? How can you stand on it while being stuck in Ari's shadow? If Ari stands on it, don't you think it'll mean Ari absorbs the power? Didn't think of that. Ah! Too bad. But you don't mind, right? Because you're such a large-minded evil king. Rodent woman! Oh no, hang in there, Stan. But we'll never know if we don't try. Hey, Slave Ari, step on it together with me now. Do it now, I mean it. It's an order. And so Ari very foolishly does. See, you wanted to step on it from the beginning. Denial is dorky. But I wonder if it's okay for a human to step on it. What? I don't know. It could have the same effect on a human being, but it also could be dangerous. And we shouldn't let him! Hey, stop! Ari, come back, it's too risky. Ah, what the heck. It'll be okay. Whoa, it's flashing! What? Ari, there's something wrong with your body. My body is from the inside. What was I doing? I think I'm okay. You know, Miss Roslyn, this is a magic square that reinforces the skill of the one who steps on it. Yes, that makes sense. I wonder if it has the same effect if a human steps on it. Roslyn? Everybody? Perhaps it does, but primarily it seems to be a facility for evil kings. Maybe it is dangerous. I don't know who made this or for what purpose. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. There's no evil king here, so there's no reason for us to stay. We gotta go now to seek the great evil king. Where are you all going? Now that you've discovered that you're just fake evil kings, what are you going to do? Well, for the time being, I'll go back to my spa. I don't know. I'm still cute, though. Really, I was saved by the hero Roslyn from becoming a fake evil king. In addition, you respect us ghosts. Thank you. Well, a true hero is like that. Besides, you seemed like harmless ghosts. What happened to you? Oh, what is that? What is that sound? Is that you, Your Highness? My music box went off. Went off by itself. It's important, and I must not break it, though I cannot remember why. Now, let's get going. We still have far to go. I was kind of wondered, it just lingers here. I like doing that. Hey, wait!
Suddenly, his friends disappeared.
I've always responded quickly if I want to see what happened if I lingered.
Regardless of being called again and again, now the boy is alone.
Ari's alone. Aw, poor Ari. Lost souls and shadows. Poor Ari. You deserve better. Oh, and then there's this guy. You know what's going on the whole time, don't you, Phantom Evil King? Indeed, the magic camp was launched anew, but funny of a fight, there is nary a clue. I must muse and ponder, what did the Circus Evil King do? A Circus Evil King? Curious. So, what happens, just out of curiosity, if I were to check the map, O Evil Kings? East of an abandoned city in a field filled with sunshine is a sign of one who stands and blinks. He who chooses to quietly await his fate. Alright, that's not actually that useful to know where to go. It gives you a hint with the abandoned city, because if you had examined it before, it would tell you it's abandoned. Oh, I gotta well, I mean... time for that bit, isn't it? Talk to people. This is not good. I just had to be here in Madrid when the great evil king scared. Now I can't even go home. Blah, 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 blah. Tisk tisk sigh. This place. Hey, did you know a fearful great evil king named Stan is coming to conquering our world? Well, that's interesting. What does this say? I have curiosity. I'm leaving you to look for the blue bird of happiness. Please don't look for me. That guy never has any luck, I tell you. Ignore her. She talks forever. Linda? Everyone, girl's voice, it's Linda. Please listen to my song. Oh, hello there, would you please? Sorry, I can't. I don't have time. Just a passerby. Oh, I see. Someone please listen. Please listen to my song. I can't remember if the scene in front of the hotel... I know I have to re-enter the city, but I don't know if I have to go and do the thing first. I should also use this time to gather all the tiny gears, because while I'm in this form, the world has forgotten about me. For you see, Ari's most powerful characteristic is that of being overshadowed and ignored, so when he stepped on the device, what was it that was boosted? His ability to be ignored. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit cruel, actually. But there it is. I'll just equip the Omni Booster real fast. Nice. Anyway, if I re-enter the city real quick. Don't mind me, I'm just getting the guy. I mean, it's smart that I... real kismet, I suppose. I went and got the guide, or the box that contains the guide, prior to, this bit, because I wanted to get the tiny gears while I was here anyway. Nope, I need to do the thing. Okay, well, we're gonna get the tiny gears, and then we're gonna go continue the story, so... get ready for tiny gears, ladies and gentlemen! The Prima Strategy Guide. It's not great. But, I mean, it exists. There's advertisements for Dark Cloud and Ico in the back. I've played both those games. Ico's great. Dark Cloud exists. Certainly does. Not a fan of Dark Cloud, frankly. So I already have Gears 1 and 2. Those being right by Ari's house, and literally in the smack dab middle of the path. You can't freaking miss it, so if you're here looking for that one, you're an idiot. There also happens to be one right here. I'll be going out of order on my guide here. The next one appears to be Big Tree Hill. Big Tree Hill. Big Tree Hill? It's not called Big Tree Hill. Big Tree Hole. What the hell is Big Tree Hill? Am I thinking One Tree Hill? That'd be a weird thing to mix up. We will not be getting all of them this way because I can't get all of them this way. I can't even get 30 of them this way. I think I get 26, 24? 21. Oh, no, 24, 24. I get 24 this way. The next one is right there, eh? Oh, yes, okay. This one is right before the bridge where we initially met Kiesling. Or after the bridge. I remember wanting to get the strategy guide for years, but it obviously was never in stores. Finally, in college, I was able to get it from Amazon, and boy, was it disappointing compared to the walkthrough. Yeah. I mean, I never got it in stores, frankly. My sister played the game. The Great Evil King who revived is attempting to flood the world with terror, bringing countless ghosts and monsters together. Where is the mighty hero who can defeat him? A sword in hand lets one control one's fate. Hide the tears left behind in cloak. Go on, bird. Soon this place won't provide sanctuary any longer. Mysterious Woman's an odd one, but, you know, it's kind of in the name. Yeah. My sister owned this game when it came out. I picked up the game in 2005, my own copy of it, because that's when I had a PlayStation 2. She took the PlayStation 2. There's the next gear. When she left for college. So I was only able ever to play up to Madrid. That's a city in Spain. I was only ever able to play up to Madrid before she just took the PS2 and left for college, and I never got around to playing it again. However, I was just walking in the store one day and saw this game on the shelf, and I was like, I recognize you. I'll get you, no problem. Did I go the wrong way? Nope, no I didn't. Okay, because I believe it is this way. Yay. The guide is also not great about the tiny gears. It just sort of points to it on the map and gives you a picture, which you'd think would be good enough, but I mean, it's kind of hard to determine exactly where sometimes they're suggesting, like, is it telling me here? I don't rightly know. It could be telling me here. There's one around here, according to the guide, but I don't know exactly where it is the problem. It might be... I think it's... yeah, okay, it's here. Up around the corner. And there's one more on this map, because there is 8 on each map. But yeah, the people that made the game FAQs, even back in the day, had more love for this game than the guys who made the Prima Strategy Guide. Which is sad. Just very, very sad. But I mean, what are you gonna do? And that. So we should have 8 tiny gears at this point. Which we can double check. Somewhere in here there's... yep, 8 tiny gears. Okay. So, onto the Rumile Plains. Does this place have a name? Tunnel Forest. I just looked down at my guide. Thank you, guide. See, the guide does come in handy occasionally. Just not very often. Either Tunnel Forest or Forest of Wilker. Oh, I have heard Forest of Wilker, actually. Now that you mention it, that rings a bell. Why is that the Japanese name? The Forest of Wilker? Because as soon as you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's absolutely correct. The guide here says Tunnel Forest, but yeah, Forest of Wilker is 100% right as soon as you said it. It triggered something in my brain, and I'm like, oh yeah, huh. This has been called that before. I seem to recall an NPC calls that in the English game too. Right? Like, I don't know why. I can't tell you where. I know one of the game FAQs I read referred to it as such. But definitely Forest of Wilker. That was one of those, as soon as you said it, it's like, yep, that is 100% another name. I've heard people call it that. I've seen people call it that. I myself have referred to it as that in my younger days. For whatever reason, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, yeah. Rumile Plains. I've only ever seen this referred to as Rumile Plains, by the way. Same with Pospo Snowfields and the Adashi Desert. What are you two chattering about? Person who saw something. Right, this part of the game really emphasizes the whole classification thing, because this person is someone, their name is Person Who Saw Something. What's that he's saying? Did you see that? I can't believe that was real. It was absolutely incredible. What, you don't know what I'm talking about? You mean you didn't see it? Man, that's a shame. You didn't see that? Jeez. Meanwhile, there's Unlucky Man. That's okay. Ask me if I care. I'm just an unlucky man. I'm used to missing out on things. The main crux of my essay, including examples about my argument when I wrote it for my senior thesis, a lot of it was from this chapter, and like these moments where you meet a man who saw something, and he's like, boy, I just saw something, did you see that? And the unlucky guy's like, no, I'm just too unlucky to see it. Curses. Damn and curses! Anyway, Tiny Gear 9. Fun fact, I think you can get this gear without triggering ghosts the first time you come here, because the ghost does not spawn in this area until you cross the bridge over there and you have to fight 3 man-eating onions. Which means you can get this item, but it's completely worthless, so don't bother with it. Or, you could saunter your fine, sweet tuchus down over this way and get yourself your 9th tiny gear. Isn't that nice? Look at it. It's all tiny. Anyway, that's, you can pick that up without encountering any ghosts, is my point. Oh yeah, this scene. Where is staying the great evil king that I've been hearing about? Whoever he is, I'll clobber him into the afterworld if he's that strong. Why haven't I heard of him before? Where did he come from? Guess you never know what surprises the world has in store for you. Look out, great evil king, I'm coming. And then he just jumps into the river and drowns. It's really, yeah, that's, I mean, Ari's reaction is appropriate. And if we follow him, we get signing gear for our troubles. Isn't that nice? Worst of Wilker. I'm not sure why they call it that, though. Like, Tennel Forest, obviously, I get. It's a forest, and here's Tennel. Forest of Wilker. There's nothing really in the game that suggests Wilker, is there? Am I forgetting something? You can see, hey, you can see the guide open up on my lap here. That's nice. Am I forgetting something? But I'm pretty sure at no point in the game are they like, oh yeah, this is Wilker. Wilker lives here. You know, Wilker. You've met Wilker before. He's Wilker. Everyone's favorite guy, Wilker. You know. Willie, his friends call him. Meanwhile, in this crevasse, there is yet another tiny gear. It's a shame I can't rob storekeepers at this point. Personally, I feel like they have it coming, what with not acknowledging my existence, but, you know, Ari's a better person than I am. We all knew it. Yeah, this one, all it is the photo's terrible for this next one. It's just, like, behind one of these stones that is, like, slanted here. Which one is it? I don't know. It's behind one of the upright ones. Might be this. Well, alright. Hey, what do you know? Or is that the other? No, that is that one. Look at that. I'm amazing. The next one is in, like, a collection of stones. There's, like, a little overhang on the stones. This looks like it's it. The other side, though. And there it is. Yep. Cool. Just need 15 and 16. Ooh, 15 I actually know. This is one of the ones I, Honestly, I could probably tell you where most of them are. Given enough time, this is one of the ones where I'm like, immediately once you're on the map, okay, yeah, I know this one's here. I knew about 9 and 10 as well. 13 and 14 I might have remembered that they were around that area. I wouldn't have been able to pinpoint exactly where it is, but, yeah. This one I always remember. What say you there, chum?
What am I practicing for if the evil king is gonna end up ruling the world anyway? I'm a clown. No one likes a Charlie in the box. Oh well, it's no use talking to myself.
True, I'm not here. Wonder if those acrobats or the sewer evil king has anything to say. Man, the great evil king was really something. You can almost see sparks flying the way he and the hero fiercely looked at each other. Now that's an evil king for you. No ordinary ghost could hope to match him. It's weird that rats are still that big in this universe, although I'm gonna wager like the residual effects of being an evil king or what are keeping him that size and allowing him to speak. Nobody's there. Alright, what's in the third tent though? You can't fool me. You can't fool me. We got a really angry acrobat. I forgot about these two. Ugh, both their eyes are creepy. Hey, you guys, guess what? Guess what? I saw her. What? You saw who? The hero, Rosalind, the great hero. The one who they say is on a quest to defeat Stan. Really? Wow, you got to see her? She's so famous now, you know? I hope she'll save us from that horrible evil king. Ah, they even advertised their website of primagames.com. Don't go there. I'm betting it's defunct, since I don't think Prima's really around anymore. They do have a 900 number you can call if you'd like some advice on video games, though. Shark fin out there? No, I can't see that. Wait. There he is. There's a shark fin. On a FAQ I saw years ago, it was listing all like the mysteries of the game. The shark fin and what the hell it does. If it's even in any way interactable. was one of the ones, and I'm pretty sure it's just background stuff. But, you know, it's cool to look at. Nice big old giant shark fin there. Where's this last one? Under a palm tree. You got it there, champs. It's under a tree of palms. I think there's someone up on the hill. Do you? That would be news to me. I will check that out, however. Hell, it might be one of those things I knew about but forgot about. There's a lot in this game. Where's this last... No, it's not along here. Oh, it's that palm tree. Okay. So it's right under... There it is. Next to the... I'm going to call that a coconut. If you disagree with me, well, you're... no, if you disagree with me, you're wrong. That's coconut. Someone up on the curly cliff? But who could it be? Reference. They love the Tim Burton style. That Zennerworks. Zennerworks actually made a Pokemon game. I looked up some of their other work. One of the things they worked on was Pokemon. Yeah, there's someone up here. I can't really get a good look at this person. Is it a pirate? I mean, the dress is kind of making them look like a bug person, and they've got sort of a hood on, a hijab, perhaps. Man from the World Crypto Organization. Oh, yeah, I did know about this guy. Yeah. That here, I wonder if she's fit to receive our ciphertext. I must check on her. There seem to be no other hopefuls. I've met this guy once. Yep. That's the only time you see him, since when you come up here with your ciphertext, he refuses to show his face. And I mean, for good reason. The man's a freak. I think we're at 16. Why haven't I popped this power candy? Just might as well, you know? Who cares? Of course I give it to Ari. Why wouldn't I? He's earned it. 16. Alright, on to Post Snowfield. And then we resume the plot of the game, which I mean, hey. Okage Discord. There's no Okage Discord. Why am I just now finding out about this? I feel like I should have been informed. Really now. Honestly, it's my fault. I didn't go looking, and I probably should have assumed it, but I'm also going to assume it was kind of dead. Okage Discord had a field day when they found that character model in the game files. They thought for a bit that it was an unused model. I think he showed up in one of my recordings prior to this. Not the third time I played the game, because that was like a weird edited so a friend would appreciate it, which he didn't because he's a dick. But I think the fourth time I played this game. Also know it's very live and active. Hot damn! I need to check this out. Again, I'm annoyed that I'm just now finding out about it, frankly. In my defense, I haven't gone looking for... I sort of assumed... Well, I mean... I'm trying to defend the fact that I didn't know. Now I'm trying to find Tiny Gears on here. Alright, there's one right along the other side here. Oh no, it's down at the base. The last time I really went looking for any sort of groups about this game, like I said, the wiki had 17 damn pages. I think there's a link to the board section of Okage's FAQ page. The last time I really did any, like, looking around to see if there was a community for this game, like I said, 17 pages on the wiki. It was not thriving. It was not a good community. Tumblr having a fan-based zine that got fully supported probably should have tipped me off that there's at least, you know, a respectable fan base out there that just hadn't quite caught up yet. And the PS4 version might have hooked a few more people, you never know. So, yeah, I suppose it's on me, and I went looking at the wrong time. I'm really disappointed. I've always, in the back of my mind, I was always like, if anyone's gonna, you know, start a big Okage thing, I want to be a part of that. I want to help out with that. I clearly have a love for the game. I have tons of merch for the game. I have, you know, theories, and I love talking about this game. I could go on for hours about, you know, I have theories about Hopkins and, what's his name? Pollock. I have theories about Pollock, and, actually, according to my theories, Pollock's not that far away. But, yeah, I would love bouncing my theories off of people and seeing what they have to say. There's very annoyingly 3 tiny gears in this fucking winter wonderland of trees here, and the pictures aren't exactly the most helpful things in the world. I kind of just have to stumble around hoping I find 3 of them, and then I can just leave and be done with this horrible thing, but yeah, it's not great. I don't recommend doing this when there's ghosty goos attacking you. Where am I on the map for this one? I feel like I'm a little in the middle. I feel like I missed one. We definitely love talking to the people in the Discord. I wager! Again, I haven't confirmed this. I know I have the most Okage videos on YouTube because I've played through the game 4 damn times at this point. I'm working on my 5th one right now! There's gonna be... My entire stream of this game is going to be on YouTube, so that's 5, well, I don't know why I said 5 more. That's however many more videos this stream is of Okage content right there. So, in terms of quantity, I know I have the most. I also know, I don't know, but again, I'm pretty sure my first playthrough on the PS2, back from 2014, is the most popular Okage playthrough on YouTube. I am pretty sure that is the case. Which, you know, really means I've just been going downhill since 2014. And that's, you know, a real blow to the old ego. But other than that, you know, it's very flattering. My intense love for the game overshadowing my ego and need for attention of my YouTube and other works. So many tiny gears that I knew were there, and I was super close to, but I never actually picked up. If you could drop the link to the Discord, I would really appreciate it, by the way. Because that way, rather than... I mean, I assume it's 1 or 2 Google searches away, but it's just easier if I have a nice, hot, fresh link I can click on at the end of my stream to go check it out. I don't even know, like, part of me wants to be like, hey, you know, I'm Token, I've done a few playthroughs of this on YouTube, maybe you've heard of me, maybe you haven't, alright, I'm just gonna hang out here and, you know, if I feel like flexing, I'll show off my merch and pictures of it, you know, I'll contribute to chats and look at some, hopefully, very interesting fan theories. Alright, thank you very much, Weasel. I look forward to that. We got one more. I love that he's just got the gloves with more fingers than... Well, he's only got 4 fingers. More fingers than he has, but still not the right number. And the last one, putting us at 24, is behind Bull's Hot Spring. This is Bull's Hot Spring, by the way. You can tell because if you read the sign, it says, Hot Springs are a friend to a chilled body. Welcome to Big Bull's beloved spa, Post Spa. Right, and with that, I am 99% certain we are at 24 tiny gears. Indeed we are. Which means I've gotten all I can for this section of the game. The final area of the game will have a whopping 8 more. I will probably get them all, just for the sake of completion. And then I'll come back and get the best sword damage-wise in the game. It was always funny to me that this... first of all, it is... I need to check the description again. I've heard that it's implied what he makes for me is a chainsaw. Whether or not that's accurate, I'm going to reread the description and decide for myself. The sort of gear may or may not be a chainsaw. I have always appreciated that it... even the Forgotten Sword isn't as good damage-wise. Like, it'll open locked doors for you and is arguably the better of the 2 swords. For that reason, I think it also boosts luck? But in terms of pure damage output, the Sword of Gear is better. At 45 versus 50, I'm pretty sure. I might have that backwards. It might boost defense. I know one of the swords boosts something other than attack, and I think the Forgotten Sword will either boost your luck or defense, along with other things. Attack, obviously, being the other thing. I'm sure Weasel knows. That guy has crazy encyclopedic knowledge of the game. Makes me jealous, frankly. But let's get this show on the road. Voice over the gate. Who is it? Who would visit here? Oh, there's somebody I can talk to. I see, you're the same as us. Let me open the gate now. My name is KT. Katie, for short. I'm just gonna call her Katie. Sword of Gear boosts defense, Forgotten boosts luck. Ah, look at that! I was somehow right eventually. Dude, go back and play what I said. One of the things I said will be right. I said a lot, though, so... some of it had to be right. Sean... what? Oh. I have the Nextdoor app installed because I like watching old people complain about young people. And apparently someone got Sean's mail. Poor Sean. How do you do? I'm Katie. This is Triste, or to be precise, the area designated as Triste. That is what would make it Triste. My, this is uncommon to have 2 new visitors in a row here. What? The people here are the ones who are no longer noticed, a sanctuary for the disregarded. The world would act as if no one was there, even if we were in front of their very eyes. Our citizens are people and ghosts. Rather than be reminded of our state, we closed our gates to outsiders, but you are an exception. From now on, you may call me at the gate and I will open it anytime. This is a town for delinquents. And frankly, I've always loved the aesthetic of this town. It's always been... First of all, there's a lot to learn about this town by checking out the doors. I could write a whole nother essay on this town. I might, who knows. A voice is heard from inside. Don't come in, all the dresses and coats here, they're all mine. Yeah, if no one notices me, it means I can do anything. Everything in here. I'm taking it all with me. No matter how good I look in these outfits, no one can see me. Ha ha! I can see it driving you crazy. Although there's a whole town of people that can see you there, lady. And of course there's the Royal Braveheart Salon. But it's abandoned. Those who see this should react as if it's a heroes club. The Heroes Club! My goodness, there's probably heroes inside, I say. The hotel works, sort of. Kind of weird wanting to stay at a place like this. Come on in. I just saved the game outside. I don't... Oh. Alright then. Can't back out of that. See you. You're a traveling merchant. Hi there, new face. He's a hopeless merchant, I'm sorry. I used to work hard, but people kept telling me I'd hardly left an impression, so business was really slow. If I hadn't wound up here first, I'd have had to close my business. It was only a matter of time. You can get some sweet, although very expensive items here. We'll work on that later. When I have a bit more of a pressing need. You know, this house name is messily carved. Barely reads Hopkins House. Hopkins made his way here. Isn't that interesting? The world forgot about Hopkins. Well, Hopkins disappeared one day, and oh look, there he is. Door's closed. There's no answer either. Actually, if that is actually Hopkins' house, that pokes a hole in one of my theories. Seems like nothing and nobody is here, although the house appears to be abandoned, so maybe it doesn't poke a hole in the theory. I would run down that way, but there's nothing to do there. As much fun as it would be with the train tracks. Seems like nothing and nobody is here. Hi there. So you were kicked out of the world, or did you choose to come here freely? It bothers me. It's really an inside or outside of the natural world. By what standard does nature measure its inhabitants? I suspect that someone changed the world to an inside world and an outside world, that someone divided reality to his own advantage. That man's wise beyond his years. Ah yes, the grab. The grab? I happen to know there is a place in this town called the Gulp, of all things. And I thought it was this building. And yet here it is suggesting it's the Grab. Jolly music is heard all the time, however voices are not heard at all. The Gulp might be a different place. It's a central theater, the door is closed. And we can't interact with this door either. Door's closed, there's no answer either. Closed entrance says Mr. Big Ink Building. Interesting. Almost like, closed entrance says Mr. Big Ink Building. Almost like there was a while there that the Big Ink Building mattered, and now it doesn't. How curious. Hi, did you know there's a girl who's been here a long time? She's even deeper into this than we are, and always crying and wanting to go back. She seems to be able to see the world from here. She says a girl just like her is there and sees what the girl sees. But lately she hasn't been able to see anything and she's crying. Yeah, funny that. I'm sure that's not important. Seems like a pharmacy, but it's closed. Looking into the window, the inside seems empty. The entrance that says those who see this should react as if they're at a bar. Why a bar? I can't wait to go in and have myself a fine pint, a nice cold drink if you ask me. That does say something. What does that say? The Manla? What is that? It is sideways. Mania? The Mania House, I'm pretty sure that says. I mean, it might not be Mania House, but Mania House is such a good name for it. I want it to be Mania House. Got a sheen off my massive forehead there. I blame the desk lamp. Doors closed, there's no answer either. It's the Mania House! What a madcap. Puzzling ghost. What is it to be a ghost? Are you a ghost because you scare people? Then what am I exactly? Blah, blah, blah. This is the Heaven and Hell saloon, I imagine. Pushing and pulling, the door doesn't open. Go away! Don't even think about coming in without liquor. Or rather, I'd let you in without liquor if you could make me visible to the others, you know, the guys out there. I mean, that's... you... I'm not gonna tell him. When the door was opened, out poured tons of rats with trash in their mouths. Quickly, the door is closed. I love this town. The entrance that says those who see us should act as if they're in a dance room. Bumpin' music in this dance room. Can't wait to get jiggy, get down, get groovy. Shake my groove thing. That which my mama gave me. I'm very white. Now, it says there's nothing here, but this is not something on the door. This is a mysterious voice. No ciphertext, no items to exchange, go somewhere else. This place is called Bang. Maybe Bang Bang, but definitely Bang, at least one bang. Door is closed. Scribbled in the corner it says, Mr. Pollock, you're nasty. Well, I mean, Pollock's not here. Downtown Street. Downtown Street. I love this place. Oh, you don't have to be scared of me. I don't want any trouble with you. Years and years of being ignored by humans and other ghosts. Empty. So empty. Poor guy. Door is closed. There's no answer either. That's a shame. Cult Z. Ugh. Door's closed. There's no answer either. Ari, where's Ari? Where's Ari gone to? I'm right here. Where is Ari? I'm here. This is where I really am. That probably warrants further exploring. Also, KT is here. A faint voice is heard. Oh, stop this. It's scary, that girl's whine. That sobbing. How long is this going to last? Do I have to suffer even in this town? You could move, buddy. Just saying. Somehow people like us cannot walk down this road. I once saw a blonde, weirdly dressed person. He was smartly dressed, I'll have you know. Go in here floating in the air. Ari, it has another mark. It is another mark of our condition. I'm sorry, but I do not think you can pass here. You should first consider returning to your people in the normal world. That's okay, even if you do, the gate will remain open for you, Ari. Well, that's nice. Bonk. Yep, no such luck. I can't go past that. Which makes me wonder how one is meant to get there in the first place. Perhaps you're never meant to get there. Perhaps that's why Epros is there. More importantly, you've come again? Don't come here! I'm fed up with helping you and all your lousy make-believe play with your daughter. I'm fine staying here forever. This place is far better than that choking place out there. Never want to see your bearded face again. But I don't have a beard. Oh wait, how did it say? I hope it breaks? I hope it breaks, that tiny world of yours. my theory, and these are heavy spoilers, by the way, about who that is. I believe that to be Hopkins. Which, I mean, he has a house here, but it appears to be abandoned, so he might have just moved in over there. But at least it strengthens the fact that he is here, or was here at some point. I believe that to be Hopkins. And I have another theory about Pollock, and I'll get into that more when we actually meet him and have a chat with Mr. Pollock. Because I believe he is in the game as well. It's a weird shadow making it look like I've got some schmutz on my chin. Whoa, whoa! Hey, kid, so it's you. It's me, Block, ringmaster from the circus. I tried to warn you once, but you wound up here after all. What? You don't know what I'm talking about? Don't you know what's become of you? Haven't you noticed people seem to outright ignore you sometimes? I mean, that's just normal, though. What? Not just sometimes, but all the time. That's worse than I thought. But not to worry, you'll be okay. If I'm doing okay, I'm sure you will as well. Once I told you that your shadow was thin. Well, what that means is, and this is purely my own thinking, but our shadows have reached the limit of their thinness. They're so thin that no one notices us anymore. See, I think Paul could be the one in the house based on the dialogue about helping. Maybe. In my mind, though, Hopkins was the hero and Pollock was the researcher, and based on who I think Pollock is, it doesn't really make sense that it would be anyone other than him. Here's the thing. And if that's Pollock, then Pollock can't be here as well, is my point. If the person I think Pollock is Pollock, he can't be here as well, obviously, is my point. He's nearby. In case it isn't painfully obvious, he's in the snow map somewhere, not to give too much away. But I believe that is Pollock, and he's gone mad. Sanity barely contained, and largely helping that, not just because he was, you know, a man who sought the truth and an inventor and a researcher, blah, 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 blah. He knows the punchline to the turtle joke, which, I think based on what we learn in the World Library about Pollock is a very Pollock move to know the punchline of that joke. Like the pebbles on the ground, completely insignificant. Right now, in the eyes of the world, you might as well not be there. I'm not being mean or anything. In some ways, we're outlaws. We never conform to society. Anyway, thinking of it like that helps. Yeah, that's great and all, but I want to get out of here. Folks here in Trieste are the same as you. They've been this way for quite a while. Somehow, being alike, we can see each other and talk amongst ourselves. Though out in the world, we remain unnoticed. Weird, isn't it? And it's not limited to people. Places go unnoticed as well. When I first found myself in this state, I totally panicked. And without thinking about it, I found myself in places I'd never before seen. This was one of them. My symptoms were mild, and I eventually recovered. Once in a while, I'd get ignored to see my own kind. But it was never as bad as that one time. I never thought I'd see this place again, but now I'm here. Thanks to the transverse tunnel you guys opened. Oh, you want to know how to get back? Not so fast. There's things you can do and see when you're in this, only when you're in this state. So enjoy it, live it up. Alright, I forgot. That's how you got into this mess. Yeah, a little bit. Well, it's easy once you know the trick. Well, at least for me it works. Think about speaking. It's all about speaking for yourself, breaking into conversation here and there, saying whatever you wish with a confident voice. At first, they might not hear you, but keep going. After many tries, you will suddenly feel the sensation of passing through a wall. Or, in game terms, it'll fade to black, come back, and you'll be much more opaque. See, once you reach that state, come to me again. Then I will cast a special spell upon you and you'll be returned to normal. Oh, don't try it with the folks in town. It's not gonna work. You can't affect the ineffectual, you know? Your symptoms are so advanced that I'll only be able to restore you barely past the borderline. Try interacting in the world again, but this time be strong. Otherwise, it might not happen again. That's about it. Good luck. So, when I was but a young boy, and there was like 3 guides for this game, one of them actually being complete, it talked about how this was the worst part of the game because you had to go and speak to, and I quote, literally everyone. That is not true at all. You need to speak to maybe half. You know, if you're methodical about it, you're pretty much done by the time you're wrapping up the first floor of Madrill. So, really, whoever wrote that particular piece saying, you have to talk to literally everybody, they don't know what the hell they're on about. Oh, the woman on the island doesn't count. She doesn't say a thing if you're not there. She has the same character model as KT, by the way, which is an interesting little detail, but need 25 effective interactions. Yeah, you only need 25. You don't need to talk to literally everybody. Guy who wrote the guide years ago. Shows what you know, now that we're in the future with our giant brains. But yeah, I always start at the house and just work my way north until I'm whole again. I'm sure other people have other methods, and there's probably even an optimized method for speedrunning. I would wager it's warp to Madril, talk to them all there, warp to Tanel, and talk to them all there. You might be able to get 25 in Madril, honestly. It's a big place. But I like going to the house. I've also done it where I just actually do speak to everyone in the world, because through this method, I never really got around to Rashalo for this bit. Why bother? I was done by the time I got there. Her shadow's still pink. That's one of the things I think they should have corrected. I think her shadow shouldn't be pink in the event that we are forgotten. I guess it's not that we never existed, we just are forgotten. Although I'd like to know how her memory's been altered to justify the pink shadow at this point. I think in the speedrun they talk to the same group of 3 people in... Oh, it doesn't even need to be unique interactions, eh? It can just be the same. Interesting. I still need to watch the speedrun of that. The world record, I've said it before, and no offense to the kid, but the kid who has the world record speedrun, his voice annoys me, so I haven't gotten around to watching it. And, yeah, I have not found the 6 hours I need to sink into studying the speedrun for the optimum strats. It's Ari's room. What are you gonna do? Talk to Annie, that's what I'm gonna do. Don't give me this crap. It's about time Mom asked me to go get the bread. Maybe I should hide in here. It's a vacant room anyways. Hey, this is my room. I need a new bedspread. I don't know if that would... I think if they're in parentheses they don't work. That might work, but I don't know if it would. The third option I've been told usually doesn't work. Some of them do. Not all of them do. Hey, this is my room, you dirty little scamp. Third option never works. Never. Are you sure about never? Because there are some where it really seems like it does actually work. It's just a super sarcastic answer. Which, you need to be super sarcastic to get the, compatibility with Julia. I know that for a fact. Well, I have to have her get the bread. Where is Annie? Annie? Maybe she ran away. Oh, Annie. She should know that she's the only one who has time to do this. Where is she hiding? And now, a scene I want everyone to pay attention to, because this is a theory I don't have a lot of evidence for, but it's mainly this scene is my evidence for it. And that is, let's talk to these two. The grandmother still remembers me. And of all the people in the family, the one who has basically had no lines except for, that's right, dear, remembers me. And I don't think that's by accident or as a joke. I think what it is that makes Ari not classified in this world, I think it's genetic, and that he got it from his grandmother, and that it just skips a generation or something. And the fact that the doll is in the house, I think also kind of plays into that, maybe. But this is the most solid evidence I have for that theory. It's not a rock solid theory, but it's one I really like. So it's definitely one that is canon in my head, that the whole delinquent thing is genetic and that he got it from his grandmother, who she never let herself get forgotten, obviously, but she was never meant to be in the world either. He's not just a fluke glitch that showed up. It's a running code, which is why there's so many glitches and flukes in this world. I like that theory. And this is my most solid evidence for that theory. What a funny name. Who is Ari? You also get there's no line to interject there. Stat in the basement or in town hall, I can never remember. Japanese guide goes over which options are effective and they tell you never pick option 3. Also, this part of the game has no effect on compatibility. That is not true. I can prove that for a fact in my 4th playthrough of the game. Before I did this, I was only compatible with Rosalind. After the events of this, I was compatible with Marlene and got her interaction. This absolutely 100% affects compatibility. My jaw dropped when it happened, but I had Rosalind before this, I had Marlene after this. It affects compatibility. And if it doesn't, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I had Rosalind before I went into this bit, and I had Marlene after this bit. In my mind, that means it has an effect on compatibility. Revival of the Great Evil King and the appearance of the Great Hero. I don't know what's going on, but it's big, really big. You never... Yeah, it started with your bottle. Wow, maybe I can get a bunch of interesting artifacts in the confusion. I'm a looter. Ah, I bet I can get something even better than the bottle that I still have for some reason. The big scene later gives you +4 to Marlene's compatibility. The big scene later. Oh, it could be... I guess it could have been that scene. I don't know. I still... Saying this has no effect on compatibility. I can believe people have, like, data mined the game and they've confirmed it. It seems kind of dumb, though, because there's a lot of moments where they talk about Stan and Rosalind, and you can have responses that clearly favor one or the other, and it seems like that's the time, like, really to start building compatibility with these characters. The big scene with her gives you +4. I guess, yeah. That scene is the only time Chapter 5 compatibility is influenced. That doesn't make sense to me. I believe you. I just think that's a stupid thing, because there's so many questions and remarks here that include Stan, Rosalind, and Marlene as things that are mentioned, and you can respond, like, saying, Stan would never do that, or is Rosalind okay? Or those two never change. And that really seems like the ideal time. Like, in Final Fantasy VII, you can cheese and farm for compatibility for the date scene later. It seemed to me like this would be the time to do that, and the fact that they wouldn't do that is weird to me. Again, I'm not saying you're wrong, it just is weird to me that they didn't do that. Someone who's serious-minded, thin-shadowed, and knows that I wear the pants in the family. No complaints for serving cold food. No complaints for my shopping sprees. I want a doormat, damn it. Is there any guy that fits this description? I've been told in order to get her, you need to avoid women like the plague. Also, I had no way to interact with her. Did you notice that Rosalind, the great hero, came chasing after the evil king? Yes, I heard something like that, actually. I've met her. I've even told her this is the village of Tennelle, standing stiff like a palace guard. She brought tons of usual traveling hero stuff, like medical herbs, antidotal herbs, support items. Yeah, like, this seems like it would be a great time to, only 67 choices in the game can have effect on compatibility. Japanese guide tells you which... Really? Huh, damn, that Japanese guide is super useful. Yeah, like, this seems like it would be the ideal time, like... You could be like, yep, that sounds like her, and it would build a compatibility with you. Or, you can ignore it and be like, does the store carry all that stuff? And you wouldn't get compatibility with her. It seems like the ideal time, right? Once again, I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying, it was stupid of them not to have this be the time to build compatibility, when it so obviously could have been. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me that this doesn't do that. It's... In my brain, I know you're right. In my gut, I'm like, that's... it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be true! Yeah, that sounds like her. Oh, honey, isn't it time for Annie to come and pick up the loaf soon? Damn, that's the biggest thing that happens in this town, isn't it? Ah, that's right. They always send Annie right around this time. No, I do most of the... Yeah, like, option 3 here really seems like it should have an effect. That's another thing. It seems like that should have an effect. I know when they're in parentheses, they do not have an effect. I don't know. Annie doing chores? Lies! No, I used to do the errands. You guys are filthy, disgusting liars. How could you? And the bar. I really love the bar sign, by the way, just that's slapped onto a barrel. No customers, it's so slow. It's just midday, though, so it's not a big deal. But I can't wait till I'm able to tell my story. Ah, this is the Gulp Inn. I apologize. The Gulp was the one in Tennelle, not the one in Trieste, which was Grab. About the great hero stopping by here after chasing Evil King Stan. Where's Rosalind now? No customers, nothing to do. And it's Gooby Gooby Saloon. The Gooby Gooby Saloon. Welcome to the Gooby Gooby Saloon. My name's Gooby Gooby. Gooby Gooby. A lot of times in the English game, they made up lines for our third option. You know what? Kudos to them. Some of the lines here, well, both kudos to them because the lines here, some of the third option ones are freaking hysterical. I love the third option some of the times. However, they probably shouldn't have added that if that was the case. Or at least made it very clear that you shouldn't be picking that one. Anyway. What up, fortune teller? Whoever becomes the evil king or the hero, I'm bored. Unlike that lad there, I'm willing to work. The lad there? Are you referring to the guy up at the church? Brr, scary. What can be scarier than the evil king? An army of evil king ghosts have arrived right in our neighborhood. Terrifying. Oh, I know. I laughed as it burnt and destroyed a village somewhere not far from here. So frightening. Stanwood. Was the village really destroyed? And Rosalind, the great hero, she came here chasing after it. I really, you gotta do a, you really gotta do a video on the Japanese guide, man. I'll play around with my phone and translating it on my own time, but a video on the Japanese guide would probably be the best video you could make in regard to Okage content, just because I'm gonna assume there's so many of us that can't read it, or might not even have it, period. I do. Again, bragging. And, any excuse to not play this game, obviously. That should look familiar to you. Love this thing. Mine's got a dust jacket on it. Does yours have a dust jacket on it? Ooh, look at that. Mmm, tasty. Dust jacket. Yours probably has a dust jacket, so, but mine's got this mail-in card, right? Obviously, I'm superior. Yeah, it does. Crap. But yeah, that mail-in card, right? Clearly, right? I bet you don't have that mail-in card. That is definitely expired. I also happen to know the back cover of the dust jacket there. It's advertising other games, which I only know because one of them is Capcom versus SNK. Oh, it's guides. I think it's other guides. Yeah. And one of them's Capcom versus SNK, which was, a good fun game. Interesting to see it being advertised there, though. Just hanging out in the back. Raise people's eyebrows if I keep laughing at a time like this, but I can't help it. Someone want to listen to my story? I would if you can talk to me, you piece of shit. I believe this is the lad they were probably referring to. Local goof-off. When the world is troubled like this, it doesn't seem to matter whether you work hard or goof off, right? Then you might as well work. You lazy piece of crap. Cue Invader Weasel running to check to see if he has the mail-in guide in his Japanese strategy guide. Oh, by the way, have you checked the new classification list we received? Yes, the list that just arrived. It's perfect as always. All we need is to have Evil King's name erased from there by the great hero. Perfect, but my name was missing. I don't think I do. You know what? Much like my my YouTube video, I am forced to assume I have the most collection of Japanese. I have the biggest collection of Okage merchandise. And not just fan stuff, I mean, like, of the official stuff. Because there's not that much, frankly. And I've got a fair bit. I'm not saying the stupid mail-in thing puts me over the edge or anything. It's just a thought occurred to me. It's like, with the soundtrack and the guides and the figures and the actual... I have a physical copy of the game in the box. I have it on digital here. I probably do just happen to have, like, if not the most, I'm probably one of the biggest collections of official Okage merchandise. Ah, Julia turned me down. It's so depressing. No one understands what I'm going through. Oh, and the magazine ad. I have that too. You once told me we were pals. What do you say, woman? I'll attend the service today, too, even though there will be no sermon because no one's there. Yeah, it's really a sort of a dead church, isn't it? It's not one where you worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I will not tell you my sins while you sharpen your knife. References. I could probably speak to the Tinker, honestly. I don't remember everyone I speak to, nor am I terribly concerned with speaking to everyone. I just want to speak to a bunch of people. Business is slow these days, isn't it, boss? Isn't there anyone out there who will let me put my weapon-making skills to use? Like that hero, for example. I thought she'd already been through. What, boss? The great hero Rosalind? It was a huge sensation just the other day when she came through here. Well, what? Really? Here? Yeah, she already left, though, boss. The whole world will pass you by if you stay here hammering all day, making fruit knives. Man, what's wrong with you? Frankly, I don't know why I have the, mail-in coupon in my strategy guide. I just do. Part of me wants to have it filled out and sent in just to blow somebody's mind. Just really confuse the hell out of somebody, because the mailing address, if it still exists, that would just... They would have no idea how to respond to that. It was like, I played, it's abandonware these days. Hugo 2, Whodunit? I'm not a suspicious person, but something weird's going on. I'm right, aren't I? Right. I'm not a suspicious person, but something's weirder going on. You shouldn't be too paranoid. I hope I'm not too paranoid. I'm not, am I? Am I? I mean, your outfit's very loud. It draws attention. I will say that. I was playing, because it's abandonware, and it's just, one of the things you can play. A game called Hugo 2, Whodunit, which, is poorly named because you don't actually play as Hugo, you play as his wife Penelope. But, at the end of the game, after beating it, and it's a rough one, but, weren't they all back in the day, the text interface adventure games? After you beat it, there's a little message at the credits that pops up with an address where it says, hey, if you liked the game and feel like supporting the author, writer, developer, programmer, probably all of those, honestly, here's an address that you can send money to. I'd really appreciate a $10 donation. And part of me really wanted to send that, like, $10 to that address just to blow the mind of whoever was... Like, they probably would have no idea what it's about, but there's a slim chance it's still that guy. And it would be like, what the fuck? Who is... What? The Hugo fans have finally awoken. Well, as foretold in the prophecy books, I'm being summoned to help with groceries. So I'm going to take probably like a 20-minute break, and I'll be back soon. So until then, get yourself something to drink, take a quick break. I'm back, good people. And like the good fiancé, am I helped with groceries. I also have fun beverage that I equipped myself with, thus giving me the much-needed energy I need to thrust back into the world and let people know I exist and was spying on them in the showers while in this form. Because, I mean, really, who wouldn't? I want to see what the Miss Madrill's Prince Charming looks like in the shower. And you do, too. That guy is crazy. I need to know what he looks like. Can't not. That said, there should be a scene with Marlene here. Well, once we run up to it. No, it's automatic. Alright then. There she goes. With Linda very awkwardly in the background, just sort of wishing they would stop and talk to her. Poor Linda. You'll be back on the party soon. Everyone, please listen to my song. No comment for her. We gotta go and speak to Marlene and Balloon. Just entirely nonsense if we don't. Of course she's back in that room. Nope, she's not. I feel foolish. She's in this room. Yes, excellent.
So are you ready, Marlene? Soon Rosalind, the great hero, will make her move after acquiring the final power. Yes, sounds exciting. We should get going now so we can join the great hero. She will fight the great evil king for you despite injuries. What do you think? Isn't this a fun adventure? What's the matter, Marlene?
Sweetheart? This is not fun.
What did you say, dear?
What are you going after there?
Some Belgian waffle cookies.
Your Belgian waffle cookies and didn't tell me? Guys. She's holding out on me. She's also doing the on the stream, so I can't just pop over there and get Belgian waffle cookies. She's thought this through. This is a long game she's playing. And she's nodding at that, too. How dare she? You'll be in the stream one day, dear. And then we'll see who's got the Belgian waffle cookies. I know that I know of an adventure that was much, much more fun, but I just cannot remember what it was like. Really fun. The hero that saved me was not just any undefeated hero. He was kind of a fucking pushover, which is new and unique. When I was on that adventure, I want to go again, that adventure. Can't we do that?
No, we can't. Not that, Marlene.
If not, then I want to at least be able to remember it. Poor Marlene. Even if she is who she is at the moment. Poor Marlene. What was so fun about that adventure that I keep thinking about? I cannot even remember anything clearly.
Something is wrong, I say out loud for everyone to hear. I assumed everything was back on the right track after that boy fortunately disappeared from the world. This girl still retains the memory of the brief adventure. Could it be the boy has not completely disappeared? Or could it be something else?
It might just be that you're a terrible father. / butler. We'll never know. Wait. No, we know. That's it. You're a terrible person. Just the worst. I mean, he means well. He's still a bad guy, but yeah, he meant well.
Well, stand the fearful great evil king. Ha! Watch me unknock him and kick him silly in no time.
Great, why don't you go do it? Just do it. What are you waiting for? Maggie, best NPC.
Sorry, guess I can't.
Some father and daughter. Bunch of jerks. Go date Robert already. You know you want to. We all want you to. That's the ship we're all rooting for. Nothing will sink that ship. In fact, cannon support that ship. How long are you gonna stay? Everyone around here is excited talking about the great king and the great heroine. Please don't bother me, ma'am. I'm thinking deep thoughts. You're always lost in it. Thinking of ways to eat and run, are we? You dang jerk. So normally when I do this, I wind up, can talk to you. Rosalind, the great heroine, must be a wonderful person. Strong, beautiful, and brave. Oh, I wish I could have seen her. They say she took off in a hurry to search out Stan, the great evil king. I'm sure she'll use her graceful technique to see an end to the fearsome great evil king. Oh, I adore her. Where'd you say Rosalind went? Wanna maybe help me out with that one? I love this conversation. Can't believe I was about to skip this conversation. I was gonna say normally I wrap this up about the time I make it to the former Mr. Big Inc. But anyway, this conversation's great. So that's the great hero. Rosalind, the great hero. Man, she's cool. What was that? Why is it so-called Rosalind, the great hero? Who does this show called Rosalind, the great hero think she is? She not only barged into our house unannounced, she went through everything in it. Just who does she think she is? Oof. Rosalind wouldn't do that. She did enter a lot of strangers' houses. She found my secret stash of savings and took them with her. What if she needs them to defeat the great evil king? Secret savings? Honey, what's all that about? Yikes. Stop it, Mom. The neighbors can hear you. It's embarrassing. I can hear you right here, too. Is it necessary to defeat the evil king? I take it those are the people the speedrunners keep talking to, since you get 2 interactions with them for talking to them. And I think you have to do the scene with Marlene in order to progress. So you come to Madril, check out that scene, just talk to them over and over, because it's 2 for the price of 1 chat. It's the great evil king, I'm scowled. What should... I'm slipping into a voice that's gonna get me punched. What should I do? I think I'm gonna go ask Maggie. Why is everyone so afraid of Stan? It's a mystery. Or is it these 3 everyone talks to? Ah, well, yes. It's a different group over by the sewers. You mean these 3, the other group of 3. This place. Hey, did you know a fearful great evil king named Stan has come and conquer our world? Stan is what? Yes, that's what I hear. What a frightful thing. I heard the great evil king smiles as he does evil. That's scary. Where is Stan? But everything will be okay. A hero for justice is on her way to duel with the evil king. Great hero Rosalind will indeed wipe the fear of the great evil king from the face of the earth. And she's beautiful. On her way to where? Ah, so you get 3 for the price of 1 conversation with that one. So those groups of 3 really pay off, don't they? Talk to me there, man from Rashlow. This is not good. I just had to be in Madril when the great evil king's came, and now I can't even go home. Or have a conversation with me, I notice. You jerk. I think this kid gives me something. When I heard the great evil king emerged, I stocked up on weapons expecting great demand among challenging souls, but no, only Rosalind the hero was brave enough to stand up to the great evil king. Figures. Well, they did say the great evil king was super evil. That is something they kind of gloss over. All of the heroes just now don't exist anymore. It's just Rosalind. The heroes that were in the Royal Braveheart Salon and the Heroes Clubs, they're not there anymore. Those places are empty. We just gloss over that, but they are gone from the world. They're either off doing other things or they've been erased, and no one really acknowledges that. It's actually kind of concerning. What do the other heroes do? We don't get an answer. Rosalind at one point acknowledged. Yeah, that's it. That is the only acknowledgement she gives. And I think that's only if you have compatibility with her, too. But otherwise, just all the other heroes are gone. It's really dark. Looks like they finally cleaned up. I hate this kid. She is still talking about that junk that was blocking the street. That was boss 1, girl. It's not that astonishing. Find something new to be astonished about. Holy hell. Real one-track mind, that one. What do you mean only 1 hero? Yeah, it gets brought up there again, but there's no resolution to it being brought up, is what I was saying. So it's acknowledged by a few people, but it's still really dark. It's like, whatever happened to those guys? We don't know. So what's the answer? Where does love lead? The gear. Good. What's the most adorable flower in the world? The gear. Gear love. Good. And what are the great evil king and the great hero? They're just gears of the world. Why, did you just say just gears? Hello, gear love, the best love. Come now, don't you get it? Listen, the reason why the material needs to be soft for this gear is, I guess, gear love. Obviously. Ooh, if I get a gear tattoo, I want to say gear love underneath. It's gotta say gear love. That's how you know it's an Okage reference and not just, you know, one of those tattoos that makes it look like you got robot parts in your arm. It says gear love. Gear love. Let that be the battle cry of Okage tattoos. Gear love. Yeah, mastermind. I love that it just says mastermind. Man in black. Why did the door just open by itself? I wonder if it's broken. Here I am, I'm the one who walked in. Yep, now I need a few more. I've gotten it as early as talking to that guy before. Although apparently I can just repeat talking to people and they'll give me credit towards returning to the world. That said, I like talking to unique people, so I'm gonna go upstairs. That and Deadpool's hanging out here. Like, actually Deadpool. Not enough that they'll get sued, but it looks a lot like Deadpool. Really weirdly looks a lot like Deadpool. Maybe it's after this event, but Deadpool is hanging out on the second floor of Madrill. Yeah, no, it's after this event. I made a video about it in my first playthrough. Just Deadpool's in Okage. Finally emerged, the greatest threat of the world. It's the great evil king. It's an urgent situation our railroad represents. Represents what? I just heard the president's address a moment ago. You forgot everything everyone says. Where'd the heroes and evil king go? Christ, imagine if that was the guy who brought me back to life. Door's locked. Well, that's a Jim Dandy. I wonder what's happening in this house if you don't hook these two up. I wonder. My dream has finally come true. I'll never let her go. The lover of my dream, my sweetheart forever. Goodbye to loneliness, and thank you, who was I supposed to thank? What's the matter? I must be dreaming. Why, he's my Prince Charming himself, my ideal lover, straight out of my dreams, my sweetheart forever. Goodbye, misery, and thank you, who was I supposed to thank? Me, remember? I worked hard for that. There it is, I'm back to life. Sort of, kinda. Need to go talk to Block and Triest, but I'm there. Yeah, Deadpool, I guess, after the events, shows up, like, right around here. I think more people show up in the world at this point. Because, the idea is that you can now see people that didn't exist or were ignored and forgotten about. There's also, like, a dude with a, like, green beard who shows up outside Miss Madrill's house. I'm sure there's other examples, but those are the two I know of, just right off the top of my head. And yeah, I believe it's because you can now see people that the world ignored, so therefore the world has more people in it. Which checks out. That makes sense. Almost like it was planned that way. Almost. We all know better, though. This game is a drug-induced fever dream of, like, 3 people in a basement. 3 talented people in a basement, though, damn it. I wish it said that on the box. Okage Shadow King, the drug-induced fever dream of 3 very talented people in a basement. That would be, like, that catches your eye. You play that game. You look at that and you're like, I gotta see what the hell's going on here, right? Lovely stuff. Anyway. Off to Triest. Take the express shortcut. Katie, let me in. Is that you? Alright, please, come in. I'm looking much better. Healthy as a horse. I feel like I could take on the world. Ha ha ha. See what I did there anyway. What's up, Block? My man. Oh, it's you. Let's see. Yes, looking good. You can go back soon. You've done a good job. Okay then, why don't I help? You return with my spell. Ready? No, just a minute. Would you mind an audience? I just want other folks here to know that even though we're slipping out of the world, we can still go back if we try hard enough. It's okay with you, right? I'll be right with you after I gather the folks that are in sight. As I waddle off here. I don't have knees, you see. Okay, I'm ready to start. Step right up, folks. Watch closely. This kid here made an effort to speak for himself out in the world. And now, after one spell of mine, he's back to normal. You can do the same. You can return to the world if you try like this kid did. I hope you folks get inspired by watching this kid go back. Okay, kid, ready? Keep your mind clean. It's a good idea if you imagine the face of the first person you want to talk to. Here goes. Shaboobity. Shazibbity. Done. How is it? And so everything was set right again. Ha 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 ha! So you finally made it here, Hero Rosalind, and you've even acquired the legendary hero sword. Could you hang on to that, please? I kind of need it. It really helped me out. No? Just gonna put it back right. Now there's only one thing left to do. It's only fair to fight it out with you using all my strength. It would be the most courteous thing to do. Stan! Courtesy! Huh? Oh, hi there. Slave Ari, it's you. Where have you been all this time? I was just about to. This disgusting hero. Hero? Ha ha ha. If that Shadow Chief is here, then you're all set. Congratulations. I did it. I'm back. What do you mean you're back? Slave? What are you rejoicing about? What in blazes happened here? I'm quite sure I was about to defeat the last enemy hero and reign over the humans as great evil king. I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. Shall we go on then? Slave Ari, let us continue our journey to restore my evil power. What is this place anyway? I've never seen this town before. What's the circus man doing here? Where have all those loud mischief makers gone to? I guess the Shadow Chief can only see you and me. Can't see those folks around us. What are you saying? Who is this suspicious man? You won't have to worry. I'm sure the kid will tell you all about it afterwards. Maybe. Watch my streams. You'll get the gist of it. So it is in this forgotten clime thou hast hide thyself all this time. And of course, Fancy Pants shows up and scares everyone off. Wah! You! Circus Evil King, thy kind in a world like this, I never thought I'd doth find. You ignore me? What? Circus Evil King? Circus Evil King, why is it thy classification dost thou deny? Were you not entrusted in Great Evil King in the sewer to revive? And have it fight against the great hero so the scenario could be rectified. Not only did you fail in that, but our advantage you spurn. For the boy vanishes from the world, but you help him return. The world was supposed to forget about the boy, and thus our restorations earn. From the beginning, against us thou has proceeded to act. So many Mappo Evil Kings you gave out, one cannot keep track. And your circus troopers are mere humans, not even evil ones, in fact. I mean, I don't think that's really here or there, Epros, but, you know, I get that you're trying to rhyme. We only have worth because of the roles assigned by that man. Think before thy ruins is planned. You think about that, Phantom Evil King. What you do is contrary to your classification most of the time, too. Hey, I'm not telling you to ignore me. Ugh, are you saying you're an evil king, too, and you're plain old man? Listen, Chief, you too, Phantom Evil King. I am not an evil king anymore. I gave all my magic power to the mouse ghost in the sewer. That mouse has long been defeated, and the power's back where it belongs, inside the Shadow Evil King. The mouse is now just a lowly ghost trooper. Acting contrary to classification's easy. Besides, the others were doing it as well. Trouble upon thyself dost bring, if the man doth learn anything.
You may be right. In some sense, you're very clever deceiving him. I'll be all right. He has only eyes for the young lady these days. For a long time now. Ha! So it is, then. Fortune smile on thee, old friend. Finally, it's over. I feel like I'm going to spontaneously combust when he starts spouting off. So, Phantom Evil King, since you call yourself that, give me back my malevolent powers right now.
He just pieces out. Doesn't say a goddamn thing. That is a badass move, actually, Epros. Just completely ignore Stan. Not a word to him.
Ha ha ha! He's gotten away, Chief. I'll vanish too. Now that he's found me, I'd better hide again. Too bad the troopers have to do without me. Shadow Evil King and you, kid, probably want to hear more from me, but I can't talk right now. Sorry, don't know if we'll meet again, but until then, bye. Hey, he's taking off too. He's suspicious. Go after him, Slave. Gotta get him to tell us everything. Slave, what are you doing? I'm telling you to go after him. Go! Ah, he's gone, you lousy slave. Humph, I know exactly what you're thinking. You want to get back with that loud hero lady and the scholar and the ex-evil kings, right? To me, they're just too much of a hassle to have around, but do as you wish. What the... Hey, slave, there's something starting to appear in your hand. That's... I got friendship on! Power friendship, yeah!
It's actually not that great. I never use it. I'm sure I'm making a mistake by never using it that I'll be informed about here, but I've really never needed it to beat the game.
What is it, a tool of some sorts? Why suddenly did that? This is worth investigating. Take note of this, slave. Keep moving. You don't want to stay here. Stan's back on the team! Yeah!
Let's go find the rest. Rosalind's in love with a fish. Boy! I have a name, thank you. Honestly, now the friendship abilities aren't that good. Aren't they? They really aren't. I think they show up a little too late in the game to be good, you know? Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ari! Hey, where have you been? Or maybe I've been somewhere? Where have you been? Very curious about that. I thought we were on a journey to punish... Oh, you know what? It's that time. Great Evil King's stand, isn't it? What are you talking about? Oh, that's right. When I look around, other people are gone too. I wonder why. Anyway, let's at least look for Mr. Kiesling. The other two, do we have to look for them? Yes. Linda's a vital member to the team. She could kill us all with a mere thought. The thought would probably be about flowers and puppies knowing her. And it would still somehow kill us! And then there's Bull, just... I like to picture he ran around the continent trying to find us. Also, the 0 frames of falling animation.
Yo, Ari, Brother Stan, Sister Rosalind, I've been looking for you. You guys disappeared before I knew what was going on. I thought something bad happened. Us, what about you? You vanished too. Anyway, I'm glad I found you.
Big Bull rejoined the party.
Yeah! What a great day it is. I love this day. It's a wonderful day.
There's Kiesling just standing. Oh right, if I went to the research center, I'd have found Kiesling, I think.
Well, everybody. I don't know how you've been, but it's nice to see you all again, both Miss Rosalind and Mr. Stan. Well, I believe the world is deteriorating into chaos. This is probably due to the Great Evil King or something. It could just be my imagination, but that's the impression I'm getting. Well, everybody, shall we go? Yes, I agree with you, right?
Yes, I think so too, right? Kiesling returned to the party. Are you saying none of us want Linda? Because that's a mistake. Linda's the best. And wouldn't you know it, who's that coming up in the lift? It's Linda! Yeah, the only other character you ever see using that lift. Stan, darling, where have you been? Linda missed you.
Regrettably, that does not matter. I fear it is far worse than who disappeared there. There is something unnatural that... why is my phone going off?
Why is my phone going off? Oh. Because people were texting me. That would explain it. That would do it.
There is something unnatural that has its hand in all this.
Do you feel it too, Linda? Eh? Feel what? Does this seem right to you? The way the Great Evil King rose up, or the fact that there's only one hero and it's me? I don't know. What about it? You... whatever. Linda returned! Yeah! There's only one left, is the princess. We have to find her as soon as possible. If the servant guy finds out we lost her,
If he finds out, it would be the end for you, which I wouldn't mind that much. Let's just go.
hold on, why don't we go back in tunnel, right? Maybe we'll find her on the way.
The boy and his friend
Narration.
venture off yet again in search of the princess.
Lovely, lovely narration. Alright, there he goes.
That wretched boy seems to be back in the world again. Marlene will now remember the adventure. As soon as she remembers, she'll try to. Marlene, I guess after all, she is. Where is she? The house of the boy again? If she's headed there, she will know the reason why.
It's always I forget it every time, but when he leaves and just the woman is standing right here, clearly within earshot, having heard all of that, it gets me every time. I 100% of the time forget she is there. Folks in town used to talk about evil kings all the time, but finally things seemed to have quieted down. As for me, all I could really do was listen to when they talked about evil kings that I'd never seen. Right, well, with that, I'm going to be ending the stream. When we come back, what a point to start off on when we come back, if you know what's coming up. If you don't know what's coming up, we're just going to go get Marlene. I'm sure it'll be fine. Definitely nothing going on there. No, sir. Perfectly normal. Yep. But right, until then, I will probably work on YouTube videos a bit. Look at that Okage Discord, see if there's anything I can contribute, or at least, join in the fun conversations with. Might fool around with the box of loot there, get Google Translate on some of that. But like I said, until then, thank everyone so much for watching. I've been Token Lad. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, so feel free to come check me out there if you want to hop into the chat. But until then, talk to you later, Shrewd Negotiators, and see you around Ask Clowns.